Welcome back to the channel, fellows. Let's talk about an interesting topic that is yet to be solved by the top scientists. Well, it's the black hole. Today we will try to know what will happen if we fall into a black hole. But before starting with this interesting journey of the unknown, please give your contribution to help us grow. Just hit the red subscribe button on your screen. Don't forget to hit the bell button so that you can be the first one to know when we upload another bundle of unique information of discovery. What is a black hole? Is it something like out of the sci-fi movies? Or is it something else? What is the other side of the black hole? Is there any way to find out? Why is there no light in the black hole? Does it swallow the sunlight too? What will happen to me if I accidentally fall into a black hole? Whether you are a science fiction fan or you have an interest in pure practical science, you must be a little curious about the black hole. This unsolved mystery has taken so much hype over time that everyone becomes curious to know, what if I fall in the black hole? Would I be dead? Or would I reach another parallel universe? Well, both of these things could happen if you actually fall into the black hole. Scientists have theories that can back up both of these factors, and many more. The first thing we need to know is what the black hole really is. First of all, the black hole is not really a hole, and most importantly, it is not black at all. As per the scientists' theories, a black hole is a space where the force of gravity is so strong, powerful, and thick that not even light can force its way out. The black hole doesn't have any color. In fact, it is absolutely invisible. And that's why people named it the black hole. Now, you might be thinking how the hell these black holes constitute. It's not a piece of cake to make such dominant energy that can even suck in the sunlight. Is there a giant vacuum cleaner in the space that engulfs everything which comes in front of it? Actually, there has to be a large incident of force to create such an extravagant force of power. A black hole can arise as a result of stellar death. When a star has used up all of its energy to run, thus cannot reinforce its own survival through radiation pressure, it starts to collapse. Basically, the layers of the metals in the star blow up to the extent that they all come bursting down to the center. If the star is not massive enough, the stellar crux can result in a supernova. And if we are talking about a gigantic star crash, then the stellar crux will result in a giant black hole. Now, let's talk about different areas of a black hole and how they work. Please listen carefully. You need to understand these facts clearly if you want to understand the situation in the black hole. The outermost boundary of the black hole is known as the event horizon. The event horizon is highly blazing with a lot of energy. The huge quantum effects at the edge of the event horizon can initiate cascades of blazing hot particles that transmit back out to the universe. This is called the Hawking radiation, as the scientist Stephen Hawking discovered this theory. According to the theory, the black hole will radiate away all of its mass volumes and vanish with an ample amount of time. When you go deeper into the black hole, if you survive to go there, space becomes curvier. At the center, it becomes infinitely twisting. Scientists call it the singularity, where space and time break off. All the rules, laws, and ideas of physics, which require time and space, no longer apply in the singularity. Everything we know about physics are just myths in the singularity. Do you know how long it takes to create a black hole? What do you think? A year? 1,000 years? Or 1,000,000 years? I mean, a black hole holds an enormous amount of power. It has to take an enormous amount of time to be made, right? Well, friends, I have to tell you that you are a little bit wrong on this point. Actually, you are absolutely wrong about this. A simple stellar mass black hole can be structured in seconds after the catastrophe of a gigantic star. Even if the mass of the stellar crux is 10 times more than the mass of the sun, it will be done in the blink of an eye. Many of us don't know that black holes can be created or extended through merging. For example, sometimes two heavy stellar fragments, which are known as the neutron stars, merge together to create a small black hole. Sometimes a small neutron star can merge with an already existing black hole to extend the black hole. Sometimes even two black holes can slam into each other and extend their massive volume. The black hole created or extended through these kinds of merging takes very little time. This kind of merging generates a wave in space-time, which is known as the gravitational wave. According to scientists, the most mysterious black holes are discovered at the center of the galaxies. It is recognized as the supermassive black hole. The mass weight of these supermassive black holes is 1,000,000 or billion times more than the mass of the sun. The establishment time of these massive black holes is still unknown. Scientists think that it should take more than 1 billion years for a black hole to reach that supermassive intensity of size. Although they couldn't discover the exact count, scientists are sure about one thing. This much mass energy takes a whole lot of time than just some seconds, like the small black holes. Now, let's discuss the main question, which is, what will happen to you if you fall into a black hole? There is a famous myth about the black hole that its function is like a giant cosmic vacuum cleaner that sucks everything around. That's a misconception. A black hole functions just like a normal star in the sky, but with power and strength beyond our imagination. So, here comes another very tricky question. If a black hole works like a star, is there any possibility of not getting lost in the black hole while moving around it? Theoretically speaking, yes, it is possible. Any astronomical object can stay and move in a circuit around a black hole just like our planet stays and moves around the sun. The object has to move fast enough to establish an equilibrium with the immense gravitational pull of the black hole. That level of speed is, by the way, impossible to achieve. So, practically speaking, until now it is impossible to stay around the black hole. As we all know, the photon of light is the fastest particle in the universe. Even a photon cannot constitute the speed to balance out the gravitational pull of a black hole. Thus, you can imagine what will happen to you if you decide to take a walk around the black hole. As you are not made with extraordinary particles and the greatest speed, let's see what will actually happen to you. If you come across the event horizon of the black hole, you will start to feel the pull of gravity. Gravity is stronger at the center, so the force of the pull will get stronger as you reach closer to the center. This extreme pulling force will increase as you approach closer to the center, creating the tidal force on your body. If you are falling head first, the gravity will act with a lot more strength on your head than your toe. As we move on the earth, we feel the same amount of gravity on all parts of our body. So, what happens when the force of gravity is different on your body parts? Well, it will make your head accelerate a lot faster than your toes. This difference will make your body stretch like chewing gum to the point that your body will crack apart. When the tidal force will become stronger than your body's chemical bond that holds your body particles together, your body will break down into the smallest particles. You will be snapped apart as a bunch of disconnected atoms. The atoms will be pulled down to the center of the black hole with greater force. What will happen to the atomic particles of your body at the center of the black hole is yet unknown to everyone. I guess you won't be alive either to know the truth. Another thing happens to you when you approach a black hole. You won't experience any time lapse. For an outsider, time will seem to slow down for you. The closer you get to the black hole, the slower the time will get, and eventually it will stop. As per the theory of relativity, an object will pass time very slowly in the presence of such a robust and powerful gravitational field. This process is known as time dilation. A minute in the black hole for you might turn into a forever for an outsider. The black hole is a true mystery for scientists. The more you know about it, the more it will increase your thirst to learn. I hope today's video could solve some of your questions about the black hole. If you find the video informative, please hit the like button or give us a comment below.